Hello, everybody. This is Dee from Dee's Cute and Crafty, and I am back with 3 new fall decor pieces for you today. I am doing my fall series, and this is video number 2 in that series. I'm so excited, so let's get going. I'm going to be using one of these Dollar Tree wood round signs that sits on a stand. I chose the black one. I'm not going to leave any of that on, but I like the darker wood at the bottom. The other one had white wood at the bottom. I'm going to be using my chiffon cream chalk paint by Rust-Oleum. I just have it in this jar because I have a big can of it and this was easier. I have a wine cork that I'll be using, some Dollar Tree sunflowers. I have ribbon. The cork ribbon came from Joann Fabric and the other 2 ribbon came from Dollar Tree. That's that Farmhouse lace and that orange stitch ribbon. I have some rub-on transfers from Dollar Tree that gave me heck. Yes, they did, but we're going to get into it. I'm going to start out by painting the round after I've removed all the paper and everything. I'm going to paint it with that chiffon cream Rust-Oleum chalk paint. And you guys, the reason this gave me such a hard time is because one, I think the transfers are a little bit old. I've had these for, I don't know, a couple years in my stash. And two, there's a clear vellum paper on the back. Not vellum, because vellum is more of a opaque white, but there is a clear paper on the back. I didn't take it off. I was just scraping, 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 scraping. And I could not figure out why this isn't transferring, what's wrong with it. I didn't show you guys all of that. I deleted that. But then when I realized what it was, I went back, I took it off, and I got my transfer to go on. Oh my gosh. Anyway, now that that's done, I'm going to take these leaves, this Dollar Tree transfer with the leaves on it and the bird and Hello Fall and all that kind of stuff on there. And I'm just going to cut out the leaves and the little berries and the acorns and place them where I want them to go. This one actually was easy after I got it together and realized, oh, there's clear plastic back here. You got to take that off. After I figured that out, I I did okay. But as always with transfer, sometimes you do have to rub really hard. They just won't come off. So I started out using the Dollar Tree plastic scraper, but I ended up using a piece of paint stir stick. That's what I ended up using because it worked out better. Don't know why, but it did. So I just put those leaves around the edges because I thought that was a good look. I thought that was pretty. And now I'm going to cut into this wine cork. I'm going to cut a section out of it in the center so that I can place it on top of this wood round. This one came out really cute. I like it, but is it my favorite of the 3 that I'm going to show you today? No, it is not. If you want to know which one is my favorite, you're going to have to keep watching. And as always, comment down below. Let me know which one is your favorite of the 3 that I'll be bringing you today. So now that I've got that all cut down the way I want it, I'm just placing it on top, just sitting it there. I will hot glue it, but I just have it sitting there so I can get better placement of the bow. You guys know how I make my bows. I just take a couple different kinds of ribbon, whatever ribbon looks good to my eye. I make some loops. I make my tails. I stack and pinch, and I tie it off with jute cord. Just adding some hot glue to that cork. And then I'm going to place my bow. This one is very simple, takes hardly no time at all, and it was enjoyable to make. I decided at the end that little bird's got to go somewhere. He is too cute to leave behind. So I'm just looking, trying to see where I want to place him. I'm going to place them on the side by the leaves. And this one is ready to be displayed. Here is finished DIY number 1. It just screams fall. I love it. Moving on to DIY number 2, I'm going to be using these beads. I will be using the Rust-Oleum Chiffon Cream Chalk Paint, my Hello Hobby in Sage, my Waverly Antique Wax. Going to be doing some hand lettering. I have this wood fall word from my stash. I have a couple pieces of scrap paint stir stick, and I took a MDF board and cut down this rectangular shape. I will also be using the pumpkin transfers from Dollar Tree. So we're just going to start out by taking a baby wipe. I'm going to squeeze some of the, it's not even a baby wipe, it's a Lysol wipe actually. And we're going to squeeze some of that liquid out of there because it's really wet. And I'm going to stain my 2 pieces of scrap wood with this wipe. I like doing it this way because the wipe is already wet. I feel like it helps spread the stain out more evenly. To me, it does anyway. And I save a step. Typically, you take your paintbrush, you brush it on, then you take a wipe or a piece of tissue paper, and then you wipe it off. After you brush it on, you wipe it off. I just wipe it on to begin with, and then I don't have to wipe it off. So it saves me a step, and I think it's more evenly coated. I like it. That's why I do it. So now that that's done, I'm going to set those aside, let them continue to dry. I'm going to take this chiffon cream by Rust-Oleum, and I'm going to give this a rough coat. You know I sanded down those edges once it dried because I can't help myself. I then took my Hello Hobby in Sage. I added a little bit of that chiffon cream to it to get a lighter color of green, and I painted my fall word and set it to the side. I then went in with my pencil, because I always do pencil first in case I mess up, and I wrote the words that I wanted on my little board. I wrote welcome, boots and sweaters, apple picking, pumpkin spice. So that's what I wrote on there. And now I'm going in with my Sharpie and I'm just going to go over it and make everything dark and crisp and neat so you could read it. I had to use 3 Sharpies because they kept drying up, but I got it done. I tried to use a couple different fonts because I didn't want it all to look the same. I wanted a couple different looks to the handwriting. So that's what I did. Now I'm taking some wood glue and a little bit of hot glue, and we're going to glue down the word fall right underneath welcome. I love how this turned out. Very simple, very cute, super rustic, and is totally my jam. This is my vibe. This is what I love. So now I'm going to take my transfer pumpkins and I'm going to cut them out. And I'm going to put them at the top and the bottom of the sign. You guys, thank you so much for being here today. I'm overjoyed and blessed and happy to have you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for choosing D's Cute and Crafty. What a blessing you are to my channel. You've been with me for a while. You know I love you. My ride or dies, thank you so much. You guys rock. So now I'm just getting my pumpkins placed where I want them. These went down a lot easier than the leaves that I used in DIY number 1. You guys, we are still in the middle of the 10K giveaway. Yes, we are. So if you have not done all the things you need to do to be a part of the 10K giveaway, please jump on it because that giveaway is going to be fantastic. You have to be subscribed, watch the 10K giveaway video, share the 10K giveaway video, comment 10K giveaway in the comments down below. And that will get you an entry into the 10K giveaway. That giveaway started on Tuesday, August 8th. It will run until Monday, August 14th. On Tuesday, August 15th, I will post the winner of the 10K giveaway. So you guys, Do all the things because I'd hate for you to miss out. So I'm still putting my pumpkins on, and now that that's done, I'm going to take my two little pieces of paint stir stick, and I'm going to use my Arrow stapler, Arrow, my Arrow stapler that I got from Lowe's. Get those stapled down, you guys. You can paint the staples with some brown paint or whatever matches the wood that you used so that they don't show up silver. That would be nice. Or you could leave them silver and leave it rustic, whatever you want to do. So I just threaded my beads onto the jute cord. I just made up a pattern that I thought looked pretty good, made my eyes happy. And now I'm just going to tie a knot at the end of the jute, and I'm going to staple it to the back of my sign. And this one is ready to be displayed. Absolutely adorable. You guys, it is raining cats. Here's the finished DIY number 2. Anyway, as I was saying before I ran out of record time, it is raining cats and dogs here. So if you can hear that in the background, that is what you're hearing. You're hearing the rain, a little bit of thunder. It's coming down super hard. But it's a perfect time to craft. Moving on to DIY number 3 and the last one of this video. I'm going to be using some jute cord. I'm going to be using one of the Dollar Tree crates. I have all of these different little embellishments, all these pumpkins, the burlap ones, sweater ones, glitter ones, all from Dollar Tree, and the little acorns from Dollar Tree as well. These little gourds, and I don't even know what that yellow thing is. It reminded me of corn, so that's why I picked it. That was in my stash. And I will be using some cardboard to cut out 20 of these little circles. I have some tiny little natural colored beads from Dollar Tree and this Farm Fresh sign or wood lettering from Dollar Tree. I have a piece of wood dowel and little pieces, little tiny pieces of just branch from my yard. I will be using the Dollar Tree paint marker. I have the Hello Hobby in black and sage. I have the chiffon cream and the Waverly Antique Wax and Hello Hobby's pumpkin. I'll be using a piece of burlap that I'm not showing you because there's just so much. And I will be using some raffia and some pool noodle. Bunch of pieces go into this, but it's super simple, I promise you. So I'm going to start out by taking that wood crate and again using a baby wipe or, Lysol wipe, whatever you have, a piece of paper towel, whatever you have, and I'm going to stain this crate all the way around, all sides and the bottom, and also down inside of it a little bit just to make sure if you can see inside, you don't see the natural wood. Now I'm going to take all of my little rounds. We're going to make wheels. We're going to make tires or wheels, whatever you want to call it. I guess they're wheels, not really tires. If we're making a wagon, they're wagon wheels. So we're going to take 4 of them and stack them. Actually 5 because I did 20. And we're going to just stack them. And they're not perfectly round. They're as close as I could get to it. It just adds to the rusticness of the piece. It's fine. You could use checkers. If you have some black checkers, that would work. But I didn't have any. So I just made my own. I just took the pieces, stacked them together, gave them a coat of that black paint. And now I'm taking those little natural colored beads and I'm going to hot glue one to the center of each one of my wagon wheels. After I get these glued down, I'm going to go in with my my furniture marker in the color oak. I was going to use the mahogany. I changed my mind and I'm going to use the oak. And I'm just going to stain those beads Wow, it's raining so hard. So here you see me putting that little bit of stain on there. You could leave them natural if you want to. And I'm just going to hot glue the wheels, one in each corner at the bottom of this crate. And I'm making sure that I stay on that first wood slat. I'm not putting the wheel on that second wood slat. It's sitting directly under that second wood slat. If you count from the bottom, one, two, three, those three slats to make the crate or the box, I'm staying on the very first one. Now that I've got that done, I'm just standing it up to make sure it's nice and even. It's not sitting sideways. And then here is that little piece of wood dowel. I cut one in at an angle, which is what I'm showing you now, because it gives you more surface area to glue it to the wood crate. If you just cut it straight off bluntly, you don't have as much surface area to glue down. And also, I wanted it to sit at an angle to make it look like it's sitting out. And you can't get that look where it looks like it's sitting up and out. You would just get it sitting straight out if you had not cut it at an angle. I hope that makes sense, but you'll see what I'm talking about in just a minute. I took that other little piece of wooden dowel for the part that you hold on to, the crossbar of that handle, and I made sure it was flat in the back, and then I glued it to the top of the wooden dowel. So you have a handle to pull your wagon. Now I'm going to take my pool noodle that I cut just a hair bigger than the inside of the crate or the wood box so that I could stuff it down in there and it will fit snugly without having to use hot glue to glue it down. Now I'm going to take this piece of burlap ribbon from Dollar Tree and cut a little triangle or pennant shape just because I thought this is a country wagon full of pumpkins and acorns, and I think that a little burlap would just add to it, a little bit more texture. So that's why I did it. So I'm just hot gluing that inside and over the wagon. Now I'm going to take my Farm Fresh sign. I'm just lining it up to see how I want it to look. And I'm going to take that chiffon cream and give the sign a coat of paint. Then I took my Sharpie and I went around the edges of the letters, sanded it down. And then I also made a line. I followed the line of the wood lettering between the words so that you have a line of demarcation and you can tell that it says Farm Fresh. It doesn't look like it's just all running together. So I'm just going to hot glue the sign onto the front of the wagon, cleaning up my hot glue that seeped through. And here's all my embellishments. This is the fun part. So I decided to take some moss, which I didn't show you, and do a layer of moss first on top of the pool noodle because I just felt like you would be able to see through the raffia. So I put down a layer of moss and then I put my raffia on top of that, and now I'm just tucking it all in. So those glitter pumpkins, Yeah, you guys knew I wasn't going to use those glitter pumpkins as is. I took those glitter pumpkins and I gave them a coat of the pumpkin orange paint. I did it in the pumpkin orange the way it was, and then I put some cream with the pumpkin orange to make it lighter. So I got two different shades of orange. I did the same thing with the sage. I used it the way it was, and then I lightened it up with some of the cream to get two different colors of green, and I painted two pumpkins, and then I just painted one in the cream. So all of the pumpkins that were all covered in glitter, I just painted on top of the glitter, and it gave it a nice rustic stone kind of look. So I love it. Anytime I paint over glitter, I love it. And I just filled my little wagon up. Beautiful. So here's DIY number 3, and it is hands down. You guys knew it. It is hands down my favorite of the 3 that I'm showing you today. I just thought it came out so cute. I took those little pieces of a branch from my yard. I cut them down to a really, really tiny size so I could make the tops of the pumpkin, get those pumpkin stems in there like that. And then I used a little bit of grapevine that I had laying around, and you could see that sticking up out of that cream pumpkin. Some of the leaves left over from past DIYs. I have a stash of just greenery bits and bobs. And so this was fun to do. Anytime I can give something detail like this, I just I love it. I just think it's so much fun to do this. So this is my farm fresh pumpkin wagon. I hope you love it as much as I do. Okay, you guys, this is the final reveal of everything that I've made for you today. I think it all came out really cute. I absolutely adore each and every piece. It was fun to do, and I enjoyed putting it together for you guys. Don't forget, if you've been enjoying this content, give this video a big fat thumbs up. That lets YouTube know you're enjoying it. They share me out so everyone else can enjoy me as well. And I truly love that. You guys, you have no idea how grateful I am. It helps my channel grow. You guys help my channel grow. And I'm blessed to have you here. I say it every time, but it's the truth. I am blessed to have you here. Thank you for giving me some of your time today. I had to throw in the glass pumpkin I made in my first um, fall decor series video so that you could see. I went and I got my twinkle lights, and that's what it looks like when it's all lit up, and it is cute. If somebody suggested putting candy corn in there instead of lights, that would be amazing as well. So I had to put it in the final shot so you guys could see it. You guys, as always, be blessed, stay safe, and I hope I've inspired you to craft something beautiful today. Until I see you in my next one, love you guys. Bye.